So I would rather go with one or two more questions which involves ring expansion concepts. Okay, so let us take this example. So we have an alcohol like this. Okay, what will happen when it is dehydrated with acids used as catalysts? Alright, so again I would rather ask you to pause the video and try this on your own. Okay, so I'll start solving this question as the H plus ion attacks on the electrons of oxygen. We get CH2 OH2 plus. Now water, being a very good leaving group, leaves the substrate and we are left with a carbocation formed like this. Okay, I hope you would understand up till now. Okay, so further we are left with a carbocation like this. Okay, we can, of course, one would think that we can go with a hydride shift and land up with a carbocation like this. Okay, but this doesn't happen because a carbocation stability is being overpowered by the ring expansion. Okay, so this compound will favor a ring expansion rather than a 1 degree or a 1 degree carbocation being changing to 3 degree carbocation. Of course, we have only one alpha hydrogen over here and we have 7 alpha hydrogens over here, but this reaction won't take place. Rather than we go actually the compound goes for a ring expansion. Okay, so I would teach you, I would just not teach you, just I would like to recapitulate what you have learned in alkenes chapter, that how ring expansions take place and how to solve those questions. Okay, so let's assume that a single bond is made up of a positive and a negative charge. Alright, a bond is formed of a positive and a negative charge. Okay, so now if we can have a hydride shift over here or an alkyl shift over here. An alkyl shift is favored in this case because there is a case of ring expansion over here. Okay, so if we now try to cleave this bond. Okay, so if we cleave this bond, let's assume that we are left with a negative charge over here and a positive charge over here. Okay, now what happens is that this negative charge combines with the positive charge over this carbon. Okay, so this is how the product looks like. So both these bonds were equivalent, so you can choose any of these bonds, either this or this. So I chose this one, and now the product somewhat looks like this. Okay, so this plus and this minus charge have formed a bond and this bond is now cleaved. This was a bond was present over here initially, now this bond is cleaved and now we are left with a positive charge over this carbon. Okay, or this carbon. Okay, so the structure would now look like, see, this is a 6-membered ring that we are left with. So to redraw this structure in a better fashion, I would suggest you to name all those carbons. Okay, find out the number of carbons in the ring that are formed and position carbocation or any other group that is attached to different numbered carbons accordingly. Okay, so here we have got a 6-membered carbon ring, and we have a carbocation at one of the carbons. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you put this, but this would be very helpful when many other substituents are attached to different carbon atoms. We'll look through those questions at a later stage. Okay, as of now we are left with this intermediate. Now it's very simple. Now we'll get a dehydrated product like this, a cycloalkene, okay, a cyclohexene to be specific. Okay, I think that you have understood what are the basic method of solving a problem like this, the method of ring expansion. Okay, fine, I'll deal with one or two more problems for you to be very clear with this concept, because in the later stage this ring expansion concept is going to be very helpful, and this is going to come over and over again over many reaction mechanisms that are going to follow. Okay, so I'll take up a question like this. Alright, so we have a hydroxyl group attached over here. Now what would happen if we add H plus? Now it's quite evident that we will be left with a carbocation. So this H plus will attack this OH. Okay, so I would rather redraw the structure down. Right. So we are left with OH2 plus. Okay, now water in the very next step will leave the substrate and a carbocation is being generated over here. Okay, so now I would rather suggest you to try ring expansion on your own first. Okay, fine. So now this ring is going to expand. Okay, now how we are going to do that? See, this bond will be cleaved. Okay, we can assume that this bond was made up of a negative and a positive charge, which are left over on this carbon and this carbon respectively. Now this negative and this positive charge now gets attached. Okay, so now we are left with a structure which resembles, we have a carbon over here, okay, which resembles like this. Fine, we got a plus charge over here. Okay, so I would redraw the structure once more.